सो जय हिंद कैडेट्स एंड वेलकम टू द एस्पिरेंट गाइड यूट्यूब चैनल। ये जो वीडियो है ये इसके अंदर हम लोगों ने एयरफोर्स जीडी के अंदर जो गवर्नमेंट इनिशिएटिव जितने होते हैं इनके बारे में जितने भी इम्पोर्टेंट सारे मैंने डिस्कस कर लिए हैं। क्योंकि होता है कि कई बार ना ये जो इनिशिएटिव हमारे होते हैं ये आ जाते हैं। जैसे कि पिछली बार जो आया था मेक इन इंडिया आ गया था। तो ऐसे ही ना हर बार कुछ ना कुछ आ जाते हैं। अगर नहीं भी आते हैं तो आप इनसे पॉइंट उठा करके ऐड कर सकते हैं। जैसे मैंने अगर नहीं भी आते हैं तो आप इनसे पॉइंट उठा करके ऐड कर सकते हैं। जैसे कि मैंने नीचे लिख भी रखा है कि ये पढ़कर जाओगे तो टॉपिक में हर टॉपिक के अंदर पॉइंट ऐड कर लोगे। जस्ट लाइक कि टॉपिक आ गया वहाँ पे कि तुम्हें बात करनी है वहाँ पे कि क्लीनिनेस के बारे में, जो इंडिया की क्लीनिनेस है उसके बारे में। तो वहाँ पे इतना पॉइंट ऐड कर दोगे कि भारत एक सरकार ने एक स्वच्छ भारत अभियान को शुरुआत किया था। तो इनमें से पॉइंट उठा करके आप बोल सकते हो किसी भी चीज़ में। जैसे बोलते हैं ना कि गवर्नमेंट ऑल्सो मेक द अवेयरनेस इन दिस केस। तो और भी चीज़ें इसमें ऐड करने के लिए इन चीज़ों का हम फ़ायदा उठा लेते हैं उसके अंदर टॉपिक के अंदर इनके बारे में डिस्कस कर लेते हैं। तो ये वीडियो पूरा आप देख लेंगे। और बाकी ये जो मैंने टेलीग्राम पे जो सेशन लिया था उसकी रिकॉर्डिंग मैंने आगे ऐड कर रखी है। तो उसमें बच्चों ने डिस्कस किया हुआ है कैसे क्या पॉइंट होते हैं। तो प्रॉपर वे में डिस्कस किया है। हर टॉपिक में लगभग 20-20 मिनट मैंने दे रखे हैं। तो 20-20 मिनट के अंदर हर टॉपिक खत्म हो चुका है लगभग। तो हर एक टॉपिक को डिस्कस कर लेंगे। बाकी अगर आप रोज़ प्रैक्टिस करना चाहते हैं जीडी के रिगार्डिंग तो आप जीडी के लिए टेलीग्राम चैनल को ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। मेरे टेलीग्राम चैनल का लिंक मैं डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दे दूँगा। बाकी आगे आने वाले समय में अगर अपडेट होना चाहते हैं आप एयरफोर्स से रिलेटेड कोई भी चीज़, जैसे कि अभी फेज़ 2 के एग्ज़ाम होंगे उसका रिव्यू जानने के लिए कि एसएससी पे कैसा-क्या चल रहा है, तो उसके लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करके बेल आइकन ज़रूर दबा लेंगे। क्योंकि मैं हर एएससी का टाइम टू टाइम वीडियो अपलोड करूँगा कि वहाँ पे कितना क्या सिलेक्शन क्या कुछ हो रहा है। तो ये वीडियो हम अभी स्टार्ट करते हैं हम लोग। आगे आप सुनेंगे जो भी ये रिकॉर्डिंग है वो सुनेंगे आगे, अब आगे की इसके आगे। तो ध्यान से सुनेंगे और एक सीरियल से करते हुए सारी करेंगे इसके साथ। चाहे 2 घंटे की हो जाए सेशन, चाहे 1 घंटे का हो जाए, सारी करके ही उठेंगे। और अगर तुम लोग छोड़ के चले जाओगे फिर मेरा भी मन लगेगा। तो कंटिन्यू बना रखना है। ऐसा नहीं कि तुम लोग चले जाओगे तो फिर मैं अकेले कैसे कराऊंगा। ठीक है, तो मैं एक बार फिर से रिपीट कर देता हूँ कौन कौन से कर रहेंगे। इसमें करेंगे उज्ज्वला योजना, नमामि गंगे और मनरेगा के बारे में, मिड डे मील के बारे में, मेक इन इंडिया के बारे में, आत्मनिर्भर भारत के बारे में, स्वच्छ भारत मिशन के बारे में, स्टार्टअप इंडिया, आयुष्मान भारत, फिट इंडिया और अग्निपथ स्कीम और सुकन्या योजना भी इसमें हम लोग इंक्लूड कर लेंगे। और लास्ट में टाइम बच जाएगा तो हम लोग डिस्कस कर लेंगे उसके बारे में, जो प्रधानमंत्री जन धन योजना भी थी एक, जिसके तहत खाते खुलवाए गए थे। और एक हमारा सिलेंडर वाला था वो उज्ज्वला, ये तो बता दिया मैंने। एक था अभी बोला किसी ने, किसान सम्मान निधि करके एक है जो रुपए मिलते हैं। तो इसके बारे में डिस्कस कर लेंगे लास्ट में। तो जो सबसे पहले टॉपिक डिस्कस करेंगे वो हम लोग करेंगे उज्ज्वला योजना के बारे में। क्योंकि इसकी वजह से जो रूरल एरिया था बहुत ज़्यादा इफेक्ट में आया और लोगों की लाइफ चेंज करने में भी बहुत ज़्यादा कारगर साबित हुआ था ये। तो इसमें करना कैसे है, मैं टाइम के अंदर ही कराऊंगा। 20 मिनट टॉपिक को देंगे बस। उसी के अंदर अगर तुम नहीं बोल पा रहे तो अगले में बोल लेना, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, बस फिर मार्कर न बनाना। एक चांस दे देना बोलने का, क्योंकि हम लोग ये डिस्कस नहीं कर रहे हैं, जीडी तो हो नहीं रही पहली बात। तो ये टॉपिक हम लोग जान नहीं रहे हैं कि, क्योंकि ये जानना बहुत जरूरी है। अगर जानोगे नहीं, मान लो किसी ने अच्छा पॉइंट बोल दिया तो छूट गया हो। तो जानना बहुत जरूरी है कि ये पॉइंट इसके अंदर हाँ बोल सकते हैं। तो इसको तुम यूज करना अपनी एएससी के अंदर जहाँ तुम्हारा सेंटर हो। तो सुनना की ज्यादा ध्यान देना, अगर कोई बोल रहा है तो सुन लो उसको। और 20 मिनट के अंदर सभी लोग बोल लोगे, मेरे साथ 20 लोग हैं, एक एक मिनट सबके हिस्से में आ जाएगा। 16 लोग ही हैं, मैं 20 मिनट दे रहा हूँ। तो सर ये मान लो कि 1 मिनट को मिल जाएगा। तो जो बोल रहा है उसको बोलने देने, मैं भी म्यूट नहीं करूंगा किसी को भी। तो एक बार उसको सुन लेंगे, क्योंकि हम लोग जान रहे हैं इसके बारे में, डिस्कस नहीं कर रहे हैं आज। तो ये मैराथन हमारी क्या काम आएगी वहाँ पे आएगी। ठीक है, तो सबसे पहला टॉपिक हमारा उज्ज्वला योजना के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे। तो सबसे पहले कोई लोग भी इसके बारे में अपना जो अच्छा जानता है इसके बारे में, जिसको अच्छी नॉलेज है, वो अपना थोड़ा बहुत बताएगा इसके बारे में। फिर बाकी लोग भी अपना पॉइंट रखेंगे कि इससे क्या अच्छा हुआ क्या बुरा हुआ।
I want to initiate the topic that the topic is given to us the Ujjwala Yojana. The Ujjwala Yojana is also an important scheme and which is initiated by the government of India, and it's also provide the clean and affordable gas in the special to the women in the rural areas, and the scheme also serve a significant role in the poor families.
Dear friend, Ujjwala Yojana is a very helpful for a rural
Life
areas
has been
and in Ujjwala Yojana government provide a greenhouse gases and manure. So it is a very helpful for a rural areas women.
Yes, dear friend, 5 crore LPG connection will be provided to BPL families with a support to rupees 16,000. Connection will be given in the name of woman beneficiary, and identification of BPL families will be made in consultation with the state government and with union terrorists. EMI facility for meeting the cost of stove and fill cost.
Yes, I'm agree with you. This initiative help the rural areas women because in rural areas the people are so poor, so they're not able to buy gas, and so it helps to rural areas people and women.
And also this scheme also have the disadvantages. Like in the
Yes,
initial stage, the government provide the subsidy for a large amount, and this can also enhance the connections, because people are also curious to take the connection in the gas, and they also provide with the subsidy. And now time is seen the subsidy also decrease, and then also the price of the cylinder also increase. So the many people say that, and opposition also says that this scheme also a propaganda for the making the people to connect with the gas, and after this then can habitate with the gas cylinder, then he also buy the high rate cylinder.
In
I
my
agree with
opinion,
my
as
former
earlier,
speaker, and
as earlier when they used to burn
this
wood
initiative
to
not only
food, it used to get inside their lungs and affect their lung health. But nowadays, with the help of cooking gas, it is far more better for their lung health.
I agree with my friend, dear friend, in which Ujjwala Yojana women can is save our health because it reduce the pollution and it is a very helpful for our environment.
I also agree with you
and
that
I would like to say that
uh,
Ujjwala Yojana was started on 1st May 2016, and it is so helpful and beneficial for rural area women who are facing so much bad condition of chula, and they are so much lung problem of smoke. So beneficial. This scheme is very beneficial for rural areas women, and they are happy with the Ujjwala Yojana.
The main motto of this scheme
And the
is to
Ujjwala
provide the
scheme has been a game
gas
changer by
cylinder to
providing
those
access
people
to
who is
clean cooking
deprived.
fuel for
The main motto of this scheme
this
is to
initiative.
provide
Not
gas
only
cylinder
enhance their
from
health by
those
reducing
people who is
indoor air
deprived
pollution,
from
but
our
also
society, and
empower
they
them
are still
socially,
making the
economically,
food on the
एक लोग
stove
बोल
independently.
लो.
of wood. They are still making the food on the stove of wood, and it is very harmful for their physical health because a lot of problem is created by the smoke of woods. So it will helpful to
ओके महिमा
remove the
तुम
diseases.
ठीक है. महिमा बोलो अभी तुम अपना पॉइंट, तुम्हारी आवाज दब जा रही है, बोलो अभी.
Ujjwala scheme has been a game changer by providing access to clean cooking fuel for the millions of women who live in a rural areas. And this initiative not only enhance their health by reducing indoor air pollution, but also empower them socio-economically by promoting a cleaner environment and fostering women well-being.
Yes, I'm agree with
In
you. The the making food in gas is easier than chula, so people prefer gas than chula. But the LPG gas affect us more, so it also harmful for us.
I want to add
Also
a
we
point
I
that
want to add something also.
Ujjwala
the
Yojana has
the
also
usual yojana is
also
also
played
the very important
in
role
the women in the
for
rural
the
areas,
those
and
area there.
in the ancient time, the women also collect the firewood for a hour to hour, and this is the traditional method for the cooking, and this is also create the harmful to their health, and it has given them them more time to pursue their work and for the food.
And also, I
Yes,
want to
I
add
agree with
something
you.
else
Yes,
too.
that's a
We talk
fantastic.
about that there is a Ujjwal Yojana is also important for the those type people who is living in the rural area, because lots of people who is not capable for the process of the purchasing the gas cylinder is also, and also there is a more difficult while cooking, like the winter season is also a matter a lot, because with the help of the usual yojana is also very simple to the for the kitchen working.
I want
According
to
to
add a
my
Yes,
point
I
point.
of
agree with
view,
you, and I
making
want to
food
ask
on the
something
stove of
on the.
wood is a traditional method of making the food, but it is also save the time of the women who is making the food in LPG cylinder because it has to make the food in quick time.
I agree with you, and I want to add something that is Ujjwala Yojana is also so harmful because few person who belongs to rural area and they do not use it properly, so they sometimes they would be careless and they get blasted of LPG, which is so harmful and it affects so much.
I want to add a point here that the for Ujjwala for applying the Ujjwala Yojana, you have also the eligibility criteria for the for the Ujjwala Yojana, that when a woman above the age of 18 years, they also the eligibility to attain the to benefit from the Ujjwala Yojana, and the applicant should not already have an LPG gas, because in the rural areas there are a lot of women who have also LPG connections, so they can't get the LPG gas.
I add a point here, and this scheme promotes women empowerment by targeting them as a primary beneficiary. By providing LPG connection to women, Ujjwala recognizes and supporters their pivotal roles in household activities and also decision-making process.
I agree with you that Ujjwala is a good initiative by our government, but it is very difficult for the women of village areas, because they work on the bricks stove, and it will be very difficult to use the LPG cylinder. So it is a kind of difficulty um, for the women from remote areas, but it is a good scheme if government and the service provider will give the information about the LPG to all the women, and also they will aware about the difficulties of LPG cylinder.
Yes, I
Yes,
I would
agree with
According
also
to
you,
definitely.
but
my
I
like to
point
also
say
of
want to
Ujjwala
that
add
view,
Yojana
something
has
it
there
played
are
a
also
many
critical
because
role
in the
challenges.
in improving access to clean cooking fuel, positively impacting the health and well-being of women and families across India in rural areas by providing LPG cylinders to the households.
I would like
and
to
According to
say
also
my
that
in
point
in the
of
the
view,
in,
there are
LPGs
in
many
are
the
challenges
Ujjwala
have to
scheme,
used.
face
we can say
Many
by
people
the
the
account
above
of
women,
the
the
especially in
Ujjwala
rural
scheme and
areas.
the connection of the Ujjwala scheme also provided with the women's, and the bank account also connected with the Ujjwala scheme is also women's, and this is also promote the women's, and also the money is when the money is come to the then account of the females, then also it scheme make the women to make the decision by using the money in the family. So it is also a scheme to promote the women's in the society.
There are many challenges have to face by the women of especially in rural areas because they are not aware about the LPG cylinder, and sometimes we have seen many gas cylinder become blast, and sometimes we have seen many house get burnt by LPG cylinder.
I would also like to say that it is getting misused by many people. Earlier, it was only for people below the poverty line. So now many people are making fake documents so that they can get benefit from this scheme.
I think that Ujjwala Yojana can lead to decrease in deforestation, because in traditional cooking methods, woods and coals are required. But after Ujjwala Yojana, there are millions of beneficiaries all over India in rural area also. so that the traditional practice such as burning of woods is not followed, which can lead to the afforestation.
ओके, रुक
Yes,
जाएंगे अभी, रुक जाना अभी। मोहित शर्मा, मोंटी शर्मा, you also give your opinion on this topic.
There are many
Yes.
challenges has been there are many challenges has we seen in Ujjwala Yojana, that that is corruption. As we see, the corruption has caught Ujjwala Yojana. Some people make fake documents and benefited of and get benefit of this scheme.
Okay, Mahendra Jhuria, you share your opinion on this topic. Mahendra Jhuria, you speak about at least 2 lines, 3 lines, but speak. Okay, Pragya Singh, you also share your opinion on this topic, Ujjwala scheme.
Yes, friend, I want to share my opinion on this topic. The initiative of Ujjwala Yojana is basically help rural area women, and the government of India launched it to empower women and protect their health, to minimize health issues arising from the use of unclear fossil fuel and other fuel while cooking. And with the help of Ujjwala Yojana, our government provides 2 times gas cylinder in a year.
Okay, Raj, you also share your thoughts on the given topic.
Yes, I thought, in my point of view, this is a great initiative from Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, and and it is the aim of protecting women and creating a safe environment. And this is mostly in economical backward families to provide a gas cylinder, uh, and before they cook food from wood and products. So they are the most dangerous and create many disease. So poor family do not have money to buy gas cylinder, and so Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana was launched, and not only the government. Mm, government publicize this scheme and motivate women cook food using clean fuel, um, mm, and today women are free from smoke and using LPG gas for cooking.
Okay, Anjali, you also share your opinion.
okay. I would like to share my opinion regarding this topic. Uh, Ujjwal Yojana. So, dear friends, according to my opinion, when this scheme is released, then various type of people can be beneficial regarding their future, because in today's era, many types of rural people occurs very harmful. Regarding the fossil fuels, because when they burn fossil fuels, then it release the various type of gases, so that it affects their health, as well as our environment will also be polluted. But when this yojana uh, is released, then it should be very essential for our economy, as well as in a year 2 cylinder will be provided to the rural areas people, so that it is very beneficial.
ओके, ठीक है। आई थिंक सबने इस पे अपना ओपिनियन शेयर कर दिया सब लोगों ने एक एक बार। कोई ऐसा है जिसने एक बार नहीं बोला इसके बारे में, इस टॉपिक के बारे में? ठीक है, तो मैं एक चांस और दे रहा हूँ। जिसके पास इसके बारे में कोई अच्छा सा पॉइंट है, यूनिक पॉइंट जो अभी तक बोला नहीं गया है, उसको बोलेंगे, रिपीट ना करना। इसके बाद नेक्स्ट टॉपिक पे चलेंगे हम लोग। लास्ट बार कोई बोलेगा अच्छा सा पॉइंट?
कौन सा टॉपिक भाई, मैं थोड़ा डेटा यार।
उज्ज्वला योजना। ठीक है, तो इस पे आई थिंक इनफ डिस्कस हो चुका है। लगभग हम लोगों ने 18 मिनट डिस्कस किस पे किया है। तो अभी नेक्स्ट पे चलते हैं, बिना देरी किए हुए तुरंत तुरंत चलेंगे। और मैं जब टॉपिक लास्ट में जब मैं सबसे बोलता हूँ ना कि तुम करो तुमको, तो जो बाकी लोग बजाते हैं ना थोड़ा बहुत देख लिया करो उधर उधर, क्योंकि ये टॉपिक हम लोग डिस्कस नहीं कर रहे हैं, ये हम लोग जान रहे हैं इसके बारे में, इसमें क्या क्या होता है, रिपीट रिवीजन कर रहे हैं, रिवीजन करते हैं तो एक ही चीज़ देख लेते हैं, तो बाकी लोग थोड़ा बहुत गूगल का यूज कर लेना अगर। ठीक है, तो अभी क्या करना है, सेकंड टॉपिक जो हमारा नमामि गंगे है, छोटा सा टॉपिक है, ज़्यादा देर नहीं करेंगे इस पर, और अपन ज़्यादा रिपीट ना करना। तो नमामि गंगे के बारे में जिसको पता है अच्छे से वो लोग इसके बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे, बाकी लोग सर्च करके भी कर सकते हैं।
I want to
My
initiate
dear
the topic.
friends,
The
I
topic
want to
is given to us is
initiate
the
the topic
Namami
Namami
Gange.
Gange.
Namami
Namami Gange,
Gange
also
is
known as
an
National
important
Commission for Clean
initiative
Ganga Mission.
which is
It
also
is a
launched by the Indian government,
comprehensive mission
and
launched in
it is
2014
also
by
the
Government of
purpose to
India
clean
with
the
the aim of addressing the
Ganga river,
environmental and
and it
ecological
also
challenges
aims to
faced by
reduce
the
the
Ganges River, which
pollution
is the
level
sacred
in the
Hindu river of India.
I would like to add some point that is, by the help of Namami Ganga scheme, water pollution are also being
effort to clean
reduced,
and
and
protect the Ganga River in a
Namami Ganga scheme Namami Ganga scheme was very beneficial for every river and pool that is started by our Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi in uh, 2014.
Yeah, the primary focus of launching this scheme is the pollution control in Ganges River. Because we have seen because the pollution has been rising in Ganges River in 2014, Government of India initiated this topic, this scheme of Namami Gange to reduce and control the pollution in Ganges River by because 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 of the municipal and industrial wastewater was dumped into the Ganges River in various regions.
In 2014, our Prime
I add
Minister
a point
Narendra Modi
with
started the mission is named Nawami Gange, and the main purpose of Nawami Gange reduce the water pollution in rivers, and it is very helpful for our nation.
and the motive of this initiative to clean the surface of Gangas and including the removal of floating waste and to improve the overall cleanliness. With the help of this campaign, government want to raise awareness among the people and the important know about the importance of Gangas and encourage public participation in the conservation efforts.
Yes, I
I would
agree with
also
you
like
that
to say
Namami
that
Gange
it is
project was very
also
very
very
beneficial
beneficial
because
for
thousands of crore rupees has been given by our government to clean the Gange river, and we can see Ganga was very polluted, and it is doing the pollution is pollution. The Ganga river is being cleaning by the government and the social workers also, but I think it is not up to the mark because people are also people of people around the Ganga river are also complaining about the pollutant water. So it is basically a type of failure for the government because because we can see that still in Ganga river there are many pollutant water, and people are not doing good because they are throwing the waste products in the Ganga river. So people should be more aware about it.
Yes, I agree with you. I
Uh,
also want to add something here, because we know that the Ganga name also mentioned in the Veda, and also the many Puranas also mention that the Ganga river. So Ganga river also a religious matter, and also in the initial stage we seen the to clean the Ganga is also big target for the government, and also we seen the Ganga river also flows through the big cities like Kanpur and Patna. There is a many big factories. There is the factories also dirty the Ganga, and they create the garbage into the Ganga. So it is also a big target, and a big target for the government to clean the Ganga. So in the case, the government also spend the more money, but it is also now time is seen that the Ganga river are also facing the many problems. So regarding this, we can see the main reason behind the dirtiness in the Ganga, the big cities, factories.
I would
I
also
want to
like
add a
to
point
add
that
that the pollution in the Ganga River
the
was also a
fund
main
segment for
issue
the
for the
Ujjwala Yojana
endangered species of
is
aquatic
when we
dolphins.
plant the
Now, with the help of
trees.
this initiative, their
Trees
life
also play a
will
vital
also
role
be saved.
to clean the Ganga and promote the Namami Gange scheme. and it is also the responsibility of us that we spread the awareness among the people that when we purify the water, it is also very helpful for us, not only nowadays but also for the future.
Yes,
As
I
we
would
all
like to
know
say
that
something that
Ganga is the holiest river in the Hindu religious, and when we talk about on the opinion of Hindu religions, Ganga is treated as the goddess, and a lot of the water of Ganga is using in the religious matter. But the condition of Ganga river is totally became worse because there are many factories and industry are there which emit a lot of used water in the river of Ganga, which pollute the water of Ganga.
As
Yes,
in
my
the
friend, I
initiative,
agree with you that
activities, they,
Ganga is a religious river. Beside it, Ganga is also a national river, and we can see that the water is very pure. The people think that water is very pure, but as we can see nowadays, we are facing problem because not just because of government, but because of the people. People are thinking that the property of Ganga is there, and they are using it for making fun and for trips. This is not a bad thing to go there for a trip, but people are throwing the garbage and the waste products into the Ganga river. So this is making the Ganga situation worse. So so government should take a strict fine from the people who are doing all this.
the aim of Namami Ganga scheme for cleaning the surface of the river and solving the problem of floating solid waste, and as we all know that in rural area and cities area did drains water in the river and pollute the river also. So these are prevent by the government, and to prevent the half burnt bodies and partially burnt bodies from being based, and they float in the river, and so prevent these also, and repair and construction of ghats, and this aims to improving connect between the people and rivers.
yes, I agree with you, and I want to add some point that is, uh, Ganga River is a so kind of traditional, and people trust on it, and they worship of Lord this Ganga. But they go for worship for their which is Chhat Puja. In Chhat Puja, people are through many diya deep and also in the river, which is also make it dirty, which is a bad thing. But they trust it and they worship for it. But they also making dirty of Ganga, which is also a bad thing.
I partially agree with you about this point because I think Diya and Deepak are made up of soil, and it will not make the Ganga river dirty, but soil will be mixed in the water, and it will not make it dirty. I think so.
But not only
Yes, dear.
deep,
I
there are
agree with
also some other things which is also.
this is launched by our government in June 2014 with a budget of 22,500 crore from 2023 to 2026 to make our country polluted free, as well as the conservation of the national river Ganga. But as we all know that one of the most notable achievements of this river is it only enhanced the river's water quality. But as we all know that in the past year, many types of pollution will also be increases day by day because the food wastage is thrown in the Ganga's river, so that many types of disease will also be created, as well as the industry's chemical released. So this is mixed on the water, so that it also created a lot of disease. But the aim of the Namami Ganga is not only to stop the pollution, but also clean it up further, so that future generation will not uh, causes the type of harmful disease.
Okay, now the Rajan. You also share your opinion on the given topic, Namami Gange. Rajan.
Okay, I would like to some add new points in Namami Gange. As we know all that Namami Gange launched our Prime Minister, our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and Namami Gange through it is a main purpose our our water is polluted, so our water is polluted, like many cities, factories, and rural areas. Next.
Okay, now the Rohit Chaudhary. You also share your opinion on your behalf of.
Okay, Jan everyone. Uh, so, dear friends, as we know that the Ganga River is a very holy river for Indians, and it is like a goddess of Ganga. And I would say that it's the origin from Himalaya, and our government started many schemes to um, reduce to prevent pollution like Namaami Gange. Namaami Gange is the scheme by which government government indicate all people to reduce pollution and don't throw wastage on Ganga. And Ganga is the only river where people go to the peace of soul for any dead person. And I would say that people, there are many bad people who wastage and many wrong things in this, and by which the water of the Ganga is polluted. So I would say that people should not do this, by which our holy river uh, is harmful. Thank you.
Okay, Rakesh Gujjar. You also share your opinion on the given topic, Namami Gange. Okay, anyone else who want to share your new point about this topic?
Yes, I want
Hi.
to say something about this.
Okay, speak.
So, in my opinion, Ganga is a very holy river for our Hindu religion. In past times, it people worship Ganga like a goddess, but today times there is a very high pollution in it. We see that many companies and industry pass all the chemicals into it, and people also throw dead bodies and many polluting things into Ganga River. So in today times, Ganga River is polluted, and it is very concern for ourselves. In term of this, our government initiate the Namami Gange project, but this project seems like it does not have a better quality. We see that in today time Ganga River is not much clean, so we should focus on it, and all the peoples nearby who lives in it, and consider to not throw any garbage particles, and people and government should ban on garbage and other chemicals who throw into Ganga River. So our Ganga River is clean. Thank you.
Okay, ठीक है, आई थिंक इस टॉपिक के ऊपर अच्छे से टॉप डिस्कस हो चुका है.
भाई
कोई
एक
पॉइंट
इसमें
लेना
One
है?
more
वो
point I would like to add.
गैलेक्टिक डॉल्फिन वाला पॉइंट भी ऐड कर सकते हैं ना,
कौन सा?
जो जैसे इसमें पहले डॉल्फिन रहती है ना गंगा में, एक गंगेटिक डॉल्फिन नाम से एंडेंजर्ड स्पीसीज,
बोल सकते हैं.
हाँ तो उसका भी
ट्राई
ऐड
करो,
कर
बोलो.
सकते हैं. मैंने बोला तो था पर शायद वो मिस हो गया.
बोल लो अभी,
मैं एक
जिसको नया
पॉइंट
पॉइंट
ऐड
बोलना है बोल
करना
सकते
चाहता
हैं.
हूँ भैया.
हाँ, बोलो
Okay.
बोलो.
हाँ तो बस मैं बता ही रहा था मैं कि ये पॉइंट भी ऐड कर सकते हैं.
हम्म.
So I would like to add some points here. The pollution on the river of Ganga is not only harmful for the human being, but it is also harmful for the aquatic animal which is living in it. We have seen the many rural areas who is living around the Ganga river. They are using a lot of pesticide in their field during farming, and this the water of their field flown through the river of Ganga, which also create the pollution on the river.
And I also want to add something here. In the Kartik Purnima day, the people of Hindu religion also bath into the river, and this is also religious matter. And also we've seen the for the not only Ganga river also used for the bathing, is also used for the irrigation from the canals. Many canals are connect toward the Ganga river, and they are also the irrigate to the field. For example, the in the many canals who provide the water for the irrigation. So in if in the in the canal river not purified water, so this also affect the crop of the farmers. So it overall affect the whole country in the northern India.
And
Yes,
also, I wanna add something also. In my point of view, the Ganga River also the initiative which is launched in the 2014. Also, the it is a focus on the rejuvenation of the Ganga River, and it is a main focus for the initiative for the water resource, and also they also reduce the for the pollutions. But we talk about that there is a state in the Bihar. He also the holy things about the Chhat Puja. There is also the pollution area because the lots of people who is living in the Bihar. The Chhat Puja is also the diya is also the holy things, and also they put on the Ganga rivers, and also it is a polluted because of the diyas. But it is a type of the holy people also are also doing something. And also the most important thing for the rural area is also the lots of people who depend on the river, because they also the who growing the farm, and also with the help of the Ganga river they take from the water, and also they distribute in the lands for the cropping, and it also the help a lot.
yes. I also want to add some point, and I would say that the major point of the pollute Ganga is factories and companies who throw their wastage in Ganga, and there are many dirty canals who add in Ganga, and there are many religious day for celebration for Hindus when many people bath in this. So it is very harmful and it is very unhealthy for them. So I would say that government should take any strict action to reduce this. So thank you.
ठीक है, तो आई थिंक सबके पॉइंट खत्म हो चुके हैं। तो ये वाली डिस्कस जो हमारी चली है पूरी, दोनों दोनों का टाइम सेम रहा है। 18 मिनट वो भी चली थी और 18 मिनट ये भी चली है डिस्कस। ठीक है, तो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक जो हम लोग को डिस्कस करने का है वो है मनरेगा। तो मनरेगा के बारे में बोलना है, जिसको अच्छी नॉलेज है तो वो स्टार्ट में बोल सकता है, बाद में सभी लोग डिस्कस करेंगे मनरेगा के बारे में।
Okay, I would like to initiate the topic Manrega. Manrega scheme was launched in 2005 by Congress government, and it is basically a more successful scheme by Congress government. Manrega scheme, the employment for 100 days in a year is given to the people who can't who are unemployed. And I think it is basically successful in the rural areas. And in this scheme we can see that there is no boundaries of caste system. As we can see, any people from any caste can apply for this. The main thing about this scheme, and the most big disadvantage of it is corruption. As we can see that many people take bribe and give them employment, because there is a list which is given by the officer, and people take money for giving employment to the people. As we know that there is a officer for the people in every rural areas, and the officer is officer given the job by the gram panchayat. So it is basically they also take bribe from the poor people for giving them job. So corruption is the most big disadvantage for this, making this Manrega unsuccessful. And it is but people are getting employment for 100 is a good thing for them, because they do not have to go in other developed cities as they are around them. So it is basically a kind of successful scheme by the government, and it is going for like 18 to 20 years. So it is a kind of successful scheme.
And also, I want to add something else. So we talk about the Manrega. There is a quite important for the people who is living in the rural area, because there are a lot of scheme from the government side. But there is also the criminal activities, like they also take the lots of bribe from for the Manrega. It is a basic working for the Mukhia level. And also there is also a lot of thing in the Manrega, because and also it is a type for the it is a type of scheme, and they also improve their the village condition, and also they're looking growing time.
Dear friend, Manrega Yojana is a very helpful for our rural areas, man, because we have a no employment and Manrega Yojana gives employment. So it is a very helpful for our village people.
Yes, friend, the Manrega
Scheme
ensure
is
100
being
days of
a
employment
particular
to
section of
rural adults.
society,
It
including
also
women and
reserve one third of the available job opportunities for women. The Manrega was launched on uh, August 2005 by the Congress government. The original name was Manrega was Narega, but the name of Manrega was changed in 2009 on the birth of Mahatma Gandhi.
Dear friend, in a Manrega Yojana, every caste people apply for this. So it is a very helpful for upper caste people because it government.
and this scheme has been a special focus on a weaker section of a society, like women and scheduled caste or scheduled tribes. And one of the aim of this scheme is to fill the gender gap in the employment and promote the social inclusion by the ensuring equal opportunity for the marginalized communities.
Yes,
I
friend.
want to
In
add a point
Manrega,
here.
government provide
This
approx
initiative by
100 in
the
employment of every person. We know that the problem of poverty in rural areas is very high. So Manrega is very helpful for the people of village. And dear friends, approx 90% people of rural areas, 90% depend on the agriculture. If if the agriculture is destroyed by the bad weather, so it is a deadly cause of every farmer. So it is very helpful for who farmers which is not which the farming is not good. So it is very helpful for the farmer.
Yes, dear
I
And
As
friend.
we
Manrega is
all
a
So,
know,
scheme
as
of
we
Indian
all know,
government which is
our
passed on the
country mostly
cabinet on
people.
2005 and which is launched in our country in 2006 under the presidency of PV Narasimha Rao. The main motto of this scheme is to provide a job opportunity in rural areas around their villages and where he is living. Uh, according to this scheme, the people are provided job opportunity like digging the well in their homes, making the pond, and secure the job opportunity in their home areas.
As we all know
Yes, I
that
yes,
agree
whenever
with
the
you. I
at
also
our
want to
country,
add something here. In my point of view, we seen in the ancient time the rural
and
area
rural.
people also are going to the urban area for the getting employed. So in the past time, there is the no work in the rural area for doing, and also have the work but not proper payment for the work. So the people are preferring of the rural area to going to urban for the work. And this is regarding the
Absolutely correct. I think.
government of Congress also provided the 100 work, and they provided the money, proper money for this. And now we seen in the present time, we seen the government also provided the free money. For the example, the 2000 for the for a month, name as the Samman Nidhi. So in the regarding if we compare this, in the past time the government provided the money in the regarding in the regarding of the work. If you work in the 100 days, then they provide the work, they provide the money. But now time we seen the government provide the money for the free. So it is also difference between this scheme.
Yes, dear friend, I'm totally agree with you. So Manrega stands for Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee. As we all know that it is a scheme which is launched by our government to increase the employment rate and or I can say to reduce the unemployment. As we all know that in a year 100 days the people work so that they get money. So the main motto of this scheme is to right to work so that several lakhs of villagers can be used in a huge amount of poverty so that it removes the poverty in our area. And also no caste system will also be mentioned here, so every type of people get advantages this type of scheme. But as we all know that in today's there are many type of schemes will be launched by our government so that no people should be faced to difficulties like poverty as well as unemployment will be reduced in today's era.
I want to add a point here that there are a lot of works regarding to the Manrega scheme, especially in the construction and in the surroundings of my. I also seen the in the villages construction and renovation of the water bodies like the pond and check the dam and canal and improve the water availability. It is the common work for the Manrega's people.
And
Women
this
empowerment is
scheme
the one of the greatest
is
aspect in Manrega
very
program. In the
influencing
program,
the
one third of
financial
women employ and reserve for.
Yes, dear friend,
this scheme is also
I also add
playing
some point
enhancing
here, and I
financial
would say
inclusion
that
by providing wage
our
electricity
this
and
scheme
their
is
tax
Manrega.
services.
Yes, dear friend, I'm totally agree with you. But as we all know that in today's era, when the Manrega will started, that a lot of corruption cases is also increases day by day. But as we all know that it is the money related to the Manrega is given to the our villagers, our villagers. Also, this type of villagers can get a discount regarding this type of money, so that proper money is uh, get can't go in the hand of the poor people. So it is very, I can say, a disadvantage this type of scheme. So I can say all the type of money, I can say all the totally money is given in the hand of the farmer so that they also get benefits regarding this scheme.
As we all
Yes,
know that
friend, I agree
Manrega not
with you,
only
but
provide rural assets but also helps in protecting environment and empowering rural women, and it reduces also the rural to urban migration. That is the good thing.
now our government has started the Manrega payment system, Aadhaar based link process, and the Manrega provides.
Yes, I agree with you, and I would
Yes,
say
I agree
that
with you, and I
the
want to
scheme
say
of
something that is
Manrega is launched by our government Congress in 2005. It is very beneficial for rural areas also, because there is no discrimination to work in this scheme. They any type of people and any caste of people work in this scheme, like labor, farmer, and youth and senior citizen also. It is also good for women. Women also work in this scheme, and after doing this work, government take money in just. So I would say that it is very beneficial for rural areas. Thank you.
Yes, friend,
Yes,
I
yes,
I
agree
would
and
with
like
I
to add
want
you.
to
some
say
point
something
here.
that is
After the coming of Manrega scheme, it is very helpful for the people who is living on the rural areas, because they does not have to move on the big cities and town to work to in the search of work, because this scheme provide the work and job opportunity in the surrounding area, and they give the guarantee of 100 days work in a year.
Also, I
Yes,
want to add
friend,
something.
I want to add some points in this topic. Uh, Manrega scheme provides women a, a wonderful opportunity because it provides work in kilometer areas, so women can go there easily and one of third job reserved for women in Manrega scheme.
Yes, and
And
I want to say something. I
yeah,
want to say something that is the full form of Manrega is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Empowerment Guarantee Yojana, that is Manrega. The old name of Manrega is Narega, which was started on 2005, but it was actually worked in February 2006. The Manrega provides 100 days of guarantee which empowerment to rural unskilled labor, which is so helpful and beneficial for rural area people, and also the women get participation of in this act, which is
Okay,
help in. Yes.
okay. Now, Umesh, you also share your opinion on the Manrega.
It is a scheme launched by the central government, and the motive of the scheme is to provide a short-term employment to the of pupil. Now, the short-term employment means 100 days work, and it is and the positive result of this scheme has been seen in rural areas, and people get employment and fulfill their needs.
Okay,
Yes, and you are
Mahendra,
also
you not only speak one or two words, talk about only one or two lines, Mahendra, about the topic. At least try. तुम्हारा फेस टू इस बार है नहीं क्या महेंद्र, या फिर फेस टू तैयारी कर रहे हो अभी? एक बार माइक ओपन करना महेंद्र। अरे भाई क्या है, माइक ओपन करो एक बार, बताओ तो कि फेस टू कब है। अगर फेस तुम्हारा है तो बोल नहीं रहे हो तो गलत बात है ये। अगर नहीं है तो बता दो कि फेज वन है मेरा या फिर कुछ भी है।
वो कनेक्ट होके कहीं चल गया क्या?
ज्वाइन होके कहीं भग गया है भैया वो।
चलो ठीक है, कोई नहीं। ठीक है, तो लास्ट में कोई एक लोग बोलेगा जिसको नया पॉइंट आ रहा है, वो बोलेगा। पुराना नहीं करना कि इसका फुल फॉर्म ये है, कभी स्टार्ट हुआ, ये सब करना। कोई नया पॉइंट है तो बोलो इसके बारे में। ठीक है, तो अभी नेक्स्ट।
This scheme also play a
हाँ, बोलो बोलो।
This scheme also play a great role in enhancing of financial inclusion by providing a ways directly to the beneficiary through their bank's account. And this not only reduce the leakage but also promote the use of formal banks branches.
ठीक है, तो नेक्स्ट मैंने पहले डाल दिया था थोड़ी देर पहले इस वो टॉपिक, वो था मिड डे मील। तो मिड डे मील के बारे में अच्छे से डिस्कस करेंगे क्योंकि टॉपिक ये पुराने समय में आ चुका है। अग्निवीर में नहीं आया बट एयरमैन में आ चुका है पहले। तो मिड डे मील के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे आराम से, अच्छा से। ठीक
So,
है,
dear
तो
friends, related
Discuss
to
on
mid
the midday meal.
we all know
Midday meal is the launch 1995 by the Union government under the Narasimha Rao. The aim of this scheme to provide the food and nutrition to the children in the school at one time. Children who are not available to get proper food and nutrition on their food, so it is very helpful for these children.
yes,
dear
and
friend,
this
Scheme
it
is
will be
only
very
for the
helpful for us
government
areas
and
children
are
because it
and
should
don't
provide
money
the
for the one
nutrition
and
for
for
areas
the
primary school, and it is
but
very
don't
helpful
see
for our
enroll
children.
it would drive all the students enrolled into the 1 to 8th class at least 200 days in a year. But as we all know that in 2021 it is renewed. It's midday meal. The renewed name of the midday meal is Pradhan Mantri Poshan Shakti Nirman. So as we all know that in the previous time many types of people suffers poverty, so they don't want to send their children in the school. So but after coming of the midday meal, they provides a lot of nutrition to the children, so that the parents also aware regarding this scheme. So it is very helpful for us.
According
Yes,
to
in the
my
I'm
in the
point of
in the
view,
in the
the main
midday
motto
meal
of this
scheme.
scheme is to not only to provide the food and nutrition to the to the student of government school, but it also attract the attention of a student toward the school. After the coming of this scheme, it is seen that they are continuously increasing in the attendance of a student in government school.
In the midday meal scheme, government not only provide the food to the children, but also it empower the women through the employment, because the food need to the make food for the for so the women is employed.
Yes, I
yes,
agree with you. I also want to add something. It is also a good scheme by by the government, and it also focus the providing one meal, at least one meal in the middle of the day, in the time of lunch. And this scheme also provide a weekly plan. For example, in the Monday they provide a different, and the other day they provide the different. This is also cover the all things that like provide the carbohydrate, protein, minerals, all things. But we seen the many villagers and many chief of village also do the corruption. They not provide the proper nutrition, proper food in the schools. Then the schools principal also not provided the proper food. Then also affect the many problems, and the children health also damage. So in the many cases we can see in the whole the country, the many schools also not provided with the proper food. So the corruption also included in this by the chief of village.
yes, I'm agree with you. In 1925, the Madras Municipal Corporation introduced this scheme in the Madras, and after this, it also implemented in 1980s in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Gujarat, and Pondicherry, and after some time, it is implemented all over the India.
It is a scheme of
As
Indian
we all know,
government which is launched under the presidency of P.V. Narasimha Rao in 1995. And according to this scheme, the students are given a lot of food item in their weekly daily routine. But there are many challenges students have to face in the schools, like the chief of food staff in Gulf, the fund which is comes from government to for the nutrition of a student.
as we all know that in every government school, corruption is allowed, and they provide not proper meal. So government should think about the send a employee to check the proper food, and they proper food give to children. So 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 corruption is reduced the great extent.
Yes, and also I want to say something that is not only in government school but also in Anganbadi, which where small kids are playing and studying. They are also providing food, nutrition, and also kind of butter, protein, carbohydrate, and also something. And it is also give employment of women, which are called ASA, which are so helpful ladies for village area people. And it is also that our brother has said that the corruption and illegalness are also there. That is, people are very not providing them excess food. They are sell on the market for their own benefit, which is so bad thing.
Yes, I'm agree with you, and this scheme is the biggest program in the world because it's feeding 120 millions kids in our country, and recently milk also encouraged to be included in the children food midday meal scheme.
Yes, I would like to add some point here. It is very helpful for those students who is living in rural areas and they does not have the enough food in their home to eat. It is very helpful for those students. They must go the government school to take the benefit of this scheme. In this way, the attendance also increase and as well as education system is also improved.
And also the some experts and individuals say that this scheme also a distraction for the children because the many children go for only food. They also not study proper in the class. They also focusing on the food. They also think about the food, and the many families are also send their children, and also the children focusing on the food. And after the taking the food, the laziness also coming. So the many children, so many persons say that it is also distraction for the children.
Yes, I'm totally agree with you. But by the midday meal scheme, the percentage of students in school has increased in early days, and it is also help the to provide the better educations of poverty who underline the poverty children because their parents do not give proper education, and they also not send their children for studying in schools. So it midday meal is helpful, and it is also helpful for the parents to sending their children on the school.
I want to add a point here that the scheme midday meal is also provide the meal to school children and to improve their nutrition status and encourage the regular attendance. And most of the thing that the midday meal scheme not only help to the nutrition but also encourage for the parents to send their children to the school, and it has been also a successful enrollment and reducing the dropout rates in the many areas. Because and one of the thing is that in the rural areas most of the children also go to the school to for the eating and for attend the food.
As we all know that children is the future of our country, and we should take care of them, and we should take care of them, and so so provide a proper nutrition food, mm, and and this scheme also works properly when it's corruption free.
I'm totally agree with you. The principal and other ministers has eaten the money of midday meal which is provided by government. So corruption is the biggest challenge against the midday meal, and government too should take a step to stop corruption in the midday meal.
Corruption is the biggest challenges of midday meal, but it is the responsibility of government to take a strict against those person who is doing corruption in this sector.
Friend, today the midday meal is changed the name of PM Poshan Yojana, and today government also provided nutrition like also provide the milk and bananas to get proper vitamins for the children.
ठीक है। आई थिंक इस पे इनफ डिस्कस हो चुका है इस टॉपिक पे। कोई पॉइंट छूट तो नहीं गया है? ठीक है, कोई नहीं, सब सारे हो चुके लगभग पॉइंट। अब जो नेक्स्ट स्कीम करेंगे वो मेक इन इंडिया पे करेंगे। ये पिछली बार आया था। थोड़ा बहुत मिक्स हो जाता है मेक इन इंडिया और वो जो तुम्हारी नहीं आत्मनिर्भर भारत स्कीम है, क्योंकि मेक मतलब जो इंडिया में बन रहा है उसको बढ़ावा देना, और आत्मनिर्भर भी उसमें आ जाता है। थोड़ा बहुत डिफरेंस आ जाता है, क्योंकि आत्मनिर्भर में क्या बिजनेस को खुद से स्टार्ट करने बोला जाता था, और मेक इंडिया में जो फैक्ट्रीज हैं वो खुद बनाएंगे यहाँ पे। तो थोड़ा बहुत सिमिलर हो जाता है, बट कोई नहीं डिस्कस करेंगे इसके बारे में। तो कोई लोग जो अच्छा जानता है इसके बारे में वो अपना स्टार्ट करे, फिर आगे करेंगे।
I want to initiate the topic. Make in India campaign is launched by our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi in 2024, 2014, and Make in India means manufacturing product in India and also export them to other country, and it promotes the our GDP to increase. And at the time of COVID-19, our Honorable Prime Minister also launched our Atmanirbhar Bharat campaign, and it is the second form of Make in India campaign, and it also makes and it also helps India to becoming self-reliant.
Yes, I want to add
Okay,
something that
you
is
Make in India is an initiative of our central government, and the aim of this scheme to transfer India manufacturing hub. With the launch of this scheme, government policies and rules are simplified, and it is much easier to start a company in India. It means red tape is reduced, and after launching this scheme, India made the one of the preferred manufacturing hub, and in mobile manufacturing, India make the largest manufacturer in mobiles.
I want to add a
yes.
point here
I want
that
to say
the
something.
scheme Make in India is a campaign launched by the government of India to promote the manufacture, and most of the reason that this scheme also attract to the foreign countries to investment in the India, and it aims to transform India into a global system, and also encouraging the both domestic and the international level.
Yes, I agree with you, and we know that at present time India has a big problem to unemployment. But after implementing the Make in India campaign, small and big industries have increased, and so it is a help to reducing in unemployment problem.
Okay, I would
Make in
like
India
to
it
share
is
my opinions in this topic, and I would say, dear friend, Make in India is a good campaign for Indian people, and it was launched by our government for reducing the unemployment rate in India. And I would say that Make in India means government invites the whole world to business in India, by which unemployment rate can be reduced, and many people like farmers, laborers, and any other people get job, and this is very helpful for those people. And our government also increase many companies, and also encourage their companies to to develop their companies, and encourage to assemble on them Make in India. So I would say that it is very helpful for Indian people. Thank you.
yes. I
In
would like
Make
to
in
add some
India,
point
I
here.
agree
Make,
with
Make
you.
in
Make in
India is a
India
scheme of Indian
campaign
government whose main
motivate to
motto is
small
to
industry
promote the
industry
indigenous substance,
by
which is India's
providing the
indigenous
loan rate
technology,
loan
and
for their
enhance the
business.
technology of our country. According to this scheme, a lot of factories and industries will be established in our country, and it will sure remove the unemployment for our country and give employment to the number of people.
Yes, in my opinion, I would like to say that at a time our central government has stopped the things which made in China. In my opinion, in 2020, Indian government has stopped the use of make in China products, and it when the Make in India project was rise, and it gives many much employment for Indian people, and Indian people are happy to use the Make in India products and things, which is helps in our India, and other countries are investing in in our country, and it increase the GDP level.
Yes,
Yes,
I
I
am
agree
agree.
with
Government
you.
that
I
this
would
scheme also
like to
reduce
see
the
my views on
dependency
this
of
given
other
topic, Make in
country
India. And I would
because
say that
India
uh,
has become a major manufacturing in the nowadays, and the most of the thing that when we talk about the in the mobile phones like the Samsung, Apple, not started in the India, but nowadays these all type of device can manufacturing in the India.
yes, I agree with you, and
Government
I
has a
would
vision
like
to
to add
grow
some
Indian
point here.
economy
And
through
dear
and
friends, so
through
it is
these
very
companies
helpful
and
for us,
with
Make in India.
product
As far
and
as I'm
projects
concerned,
aim
Make in
to
India has
connect
many
businesses
advantages
from
and many
around the
purposes,
world.
like
And
creating new
so
job,
I think this is a good
increasing
step by the
GDP level.
government and make an India company campaign for their business to give the loaded loan and and China is a forehead in manufacturing field, but with the help of Make in India project, India is going to a direct fight to China in manufacturing sector.
Yes,
Okay,
according to my
I
point of
totally agree with
view,
you. I totally agree with you, and I am add some new points. Make in India scheme through indigenous things will be manufactured in the our country and itself, so that we do not necessary to buy anything from outside another country. Make in India the biggest advantage of this will be that our cost less and will be also to make the product in our country. Under the scheme, if anyone person want to anything do it in our country, then our government also will support financial assistance for that. In today that many types of things also manufactures in our country, like the biggest examples is in Indian defense sectors, where India itself manufactures weapons. Thank you.
according
Yes,
to
I
my
agree with
point of
you. I
view, this
also want
scheme
to add
has
something here. We all know in the past time the Britishers also ruled over India, and that time the Mahatma Gandhi started the initiative like Swadeshi, that also promote to Indian to use the Indian things, indigenous things. But after the independence, taking the independence, the India also focusing on the make in India. They also established the factories. But now we seen in some earlier time the export and import system also increase. India import more thing and export some not proper thing, so that seeing this also decrease the economy. That current government also also start an initiative like Make in India. This can also promote the export system, because if we made the things, then we can also use and export excessive things to the other country. So also the world also depend on the India in the future for this scheme, because the India make the many defense systems. For example, the India made the Prachand helicopter, light combat helicopter. This is also the many countries buy them this helicopter. So it also in the future we see by this scheme the many countries are depend on the India for the weapons.
Yes, I
according to
agree
my
with you.
point of
As
view,
we know
this
that,
scheme teach the lesson of self-reliant in our country, which is earlier taught by Mahatma Gandhi. The best example of Make in India scheme is that a missile which is made by India and Russia, which name is BrahMos. After the successful testing of this BrahMos missile, Philippines placed an order for BrahMos. So this scheme also help our country economically.
yes, I am agree with you. I am also some at points. As we know that India is the biggest market in the whole world. All the big companies keep an eye on this our country. In such a situation, the biggest need of this plan is to make India a global market. I would like say that the most vivid examples of these schemes, India also Tejas fighters, which has been manufactured in India, that it has been made under the scheme. Mm, Make in India of main purpose, the purpose of the Make in India scheme to fix the economy of the country.
yes, dear friend, I would also like to add some points here.
that as we know that Make in India was launched by our government, and there are many advantages and many purpose like creating new jobs and reduce the dependency on other uh, countries of import and increase the employment rate and this scheme will increase the GDP level of India. And dear friends, I would say that many in this scheme, many abroad companies come in our country, India, and they business here because they know India is a big consumer market and it is going to expand in next few years. So it is very beneficial for them and it is beneficial for also for us. So this is very helpful for Indian people. Thank you.
Make in India scheme is a very necessary. Apply self dependence. As we know all that our government also scheme various type scheme launched like Make in India scheme and Atmanirbhar Bharat and also various type of scheme also launched. So we said that Make in India scheme very necessary for peoples for our country because as we know all that others countries also various type increasing and other sectors. Yes.
कोई और बोलेगा इसके बारे में और अच्छा सा पॉइंट मेक इन इंडिया के बारे में? कहीं से कनेक्ट कर सकते हो, कहीं किसी चीज़ से भी, किसी भी कंट्री से कुछ भी, तो इसमें बहुत सारे पॉइंट बन जाएंगे।
Yes, I'm totally agree with you, my dear friend. Make in India has interested the and invested and attracted the foreign direct investment, and it increased the foreign direct investment. And there are many companies after launching this scheme. There are many companies in India by and
ये बोलो थोड़ा अजय।
बाय टॉपिक क्या है?
मेक इन इंडिया।
ओके, मैं बोल सकती हूँ।
थोड़ा बहुत बोल सकते हो इसके बारे में।
Okay. So, dear friends, this topic is related to Make in India. As we all know that Make in India is a great initiative which is taken by our honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, on July 2000, on 24 September of 2014. So, as we all know that Make in India is a good idea which is taken by our government, so that the economy will also be increases as well as growth rate will also be increases, so that many type of people which have a talent to show their talent regarding this type of program. So that the main aim of this Make in India is also to make our country in a global level or also in supreme power in all the type of field. But as we all know that Make in India is not so good because it creates a lot of problems. It is the raw materials which is working by our farmers, so that they buy this type of raw materials in lower prices, but they sell this raw material into highest prices, so that it affects our economy. But as you all know that in the 5 years program, at the rate of 5 year periods, in the year of 2019, it boosted up our economy in a very huge amount.
This scheme help our country to remove the dependency on other country. As we all know, in our country, export rate is higher than import rate is higher than export. But after coming of Make in India, it will exactly reduce it.
And I want to like add one another point. This type of a program gives the give or I can say increases the employment rate in our country, because make in India program regarding this type of scheme, our government also increases to the companies to make the products in a higher level, so that our so that many type of industries and companies makes the product in the higher level, so that our India become to export all the things in the global level.
And for enhancing this scheme, the Make in India, The government of India also increased the Startup India, and this also Startup India also encouraged the businessmen and the new entrepreneurs to increase to establish their new business. And in this way, the government provided the tax-free loan, and the this also given the financial help toward the new entrepreneurs.
Dear friend, startup in India, not only startup in India, but also skill in India will also be launched by our Prime Minister, so that many type of youths included, so that many type of youths to develop their skill and also make a work related environment, and also the rate of unemployment will be reduced in our country, and also our country will also be developed.
ठीक है, और कोई बोलेगा इसके बारे में पॉइंट, वरना फिर नेक्स्ट पे चलते हैं हम लोग। बोलोगे अभिषेक थोड़ा बहुत इसके बारे में, नया कुछ?
नेक्स्ट करूंगा भैया। आज भी मैं टिकट कराने आया, तत्काल की टिकट पता है 11 बजे खुली, 11:03 में खुली हुई।
हाँ, तो कल में ये होता है।
3 मिनट में सारी टिकट बिक गई, मिली नहीं।
अरे यार तेरे को भाई, ठीक है, तो अभी
मिलेगी
नेक्स्ट
आप।
करेंगे जो हम लोग, नेक्स्ट करेंगे टॉपिक स्वच्छ भारत। बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे इसके बारे में। स्वच्छ भारत कर लेते हैं, अभी रिगार्डिंग चल रही है ना, स्वच्छ भारत के बारे में डिस्कस करेंगे अगला टॉपिक जो है। तो स्वच्छ भारत के बारे में जिसको पता अच्छे तो स्टार्ट करो।
Yes,
And
I
dear
want
friends,
to
we
explain the
are going to
topic of
discuss on the
Bharat
topic
Mission
Swachh
is
Bharat Mission. Swachh
launched
Bharat
by
Mission was
Indian
launched by our
Country, and it
Honorable
aims to
Prime
reduce
Minister
the
Narendra
pollution
Modi
and clean the
on the
air
birth of
and
Mahatma
the
Gandhi.
village,
The
and
the Mahatma
also
Gandhi was
clean the clean the whole India, and
clear
it reduce the disease, and 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 reduce the disease also, and clean India mission is a very good step by the government. Thank you.
The role of municipalities and the Nagar Palikas is very important in the Swachh Bharat mission, because the city was the sewage problem and also the garbage problem was maintained by the local bodies, and we see the Indore, Indore municipal was top as the cleanest city in the continuously in the 2 to 3 years, and also we see the West Bengal was have the largest number of the dirty cities in the recent data generated by our government.
I want to add a point here that the mission has been successful in constructing the millions of toilet especially in the rural areas where a person not open minded, and reduce and most of the reason that reducing open defecation, and also promote the cleanliness practice.
And also, apart from the rural areas, the government making the toilet in the roadside, because the tourist places and the tourist person who was want to know about the place, they also get there. And in the place we can do the toilets in the outer out. Then the government also make the many toilets in the tourist places to make the India clean.
And it's also our responsibility that we spread the awareness among the people, and this mission has also successfully created the awareness about the importance of the and importance of the cleanliness and the hygiene, and it also and it is the scheme is also change the behavior of the person, and that using the toilets and proper waste disposal.
Yes, I would like to add
As we
some
all
point
know that
here.
government
Swachh
in this
Bharat
scheme
mission
government.
teach our country the lesson of cleanliness and help our country to become neat and clean. According to this scheme, a lot of defecation and toilet are provided to in a rural areas to the person who does not have. So it is also improve in our. It will also help our tourist industry, because after the cleaning of India, a lot of tourists were attracted toward the beauty of our country. It will also help economically.
In this scheme, government make the toilets in bus stand, railway station, and be seen the toilet not clean properly, so it can produce the many severe diseases. So it is very bad, mm, for our environment.
I want to add a point here that as we all know about that in India the population is also increasing the day by day, so the disease level is also improved, and by promoting the Swachh Bharat mission, the proper cleanliness and the sanitization, the mission has had a also positive impact on the public health, especially in the health and the environment system.
In this scheme, government should also provide employment to the person through the municipalities and nagarpalika and so and in this scheme to clean India, not responsible a person, but, and not a government is also help in the scheme, but also help in the this scheme individual person.
Yes, dear friend, Clean India or Swachh Bharat Abhiyan is a mission which is launched by our Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, on the 145th birthday of Mahatma Gandhi on 2nd October 2014 to clean our India. On the occasion, or I can say on his Smadhi Satal, which is situated in New Delhi's Rajghat. But they want to make our country to be clean on the after the 5 periods timing on 2000 on 2nd October of 2019, or I can say the 150th birthday of Mahatma Gandhi. The main motto of this abhiyan is only to clean every corner as well the every hook of our country, so that our country should be clean. But also it provides I can say employment because the lower caste people who have not a job, but after this abhiyan, many type of people getting opportunity to clean the our environment as well as our society, so that many type of disease will also be removed as well as we can make our environment to be clean.
Yes, I agree with you. This scheme also help our country to remove the dirty from our country and the disease which is spread from the dirtiness. Uh, uh,
Under this mission, government is also started to separate the garbage into different parts. Like we see, the garbage were divided into wet and dry, by which we can also useful for the useful manners. Like we used the biodegradable waste for the manure in the agriculture farm.
Okay, I would like some add points. As we know all that today our country facing many problems like population. Main purpose is a population. As we know that our country is become a first leaders in population. Swachh Bharat mission is a main purpose. Our main purpose is a cleanness awareness. As we know that as we know that Swachh Bharat mission.
And also we know the Swachh Bharat mission also influenced by the Mahatma Gandhi, because this mission started on the 2 October, and every 2 October the our Prime Minister also do make the awareness into the public of the India. And we seen in the recent the Prime Minister of India also clean the beach on this, and this also encourage the youth to involve into the cleanliness into the roadside and other things, because our Prime Minister also doing the cleanliness on the beach. So this scheme, this initiative was also taken by the seriously by the government to clean the India. And this regarding we seen the Indore also getting the first city in the cleanliness.
Dear friend, I'm totally agree with you. But as we also know that in the ancient time, many type of garbage will spread in the road as well as in the many public places, so that a lot of disease will also be created. But after coming the Swachh Bharat Yojana, many type of people will not be affected after removing the pollution, as well as also the youth are also aware regarding this type of scheme. But as we all know that this scheme is very essential for us because it can also shape it can also forms the future of the future generation, so that not only society as well as our country will also be developed.
कोई और पॉइंट है इसके बारे में किसी के पास? वैसे टॉपिक छोटा सा, ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं है स्वच्छ भारत के बारे में। इसीलिए ये पॉइंट आ जाएगा ना वहाँ पे टॉपिक, तो इसमें बोलने में आसानी होगी, क्योंकि ये नॉर्मल सा पॉइंट है। क्लीनिनेस के ऊपर सब लोग बोलेंगे थोड़ा बहुत। ठीक है, अगर कोई किसी के पास पॉइंट है तो बोल सकता है। उमेश, तुमने नहीं बोला कुछ 2-3 बार से, 2-3 पॉइंट टॉपिक से, तो अभी बोल सकते हो इस पे कुछ।
It is the mission launched by the central government of India, and the motive of this scheme to clean the roadside area of the roadside area, and the positive result of this scheme has been seen, and the people are aware about the cleanliness, and they help to keep the city and village clean.
ठीक है, तो अभी जो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक डिस्कस करेंगे हम लोग, वो है आयुष्मान भारत के ऊपर। ये भी छोटा टॉपिक, ज़्यादा बड़ा नहीं है, 5 से 10 मिनट लगेंगे डिस्कस करने में, तो ये भी टॉपिक हम लोग को खत्म हो जाएगा आयुष्मान भारत के बारे में। तो जिसको पता है इसके बारे में अच्छे से, वो अपना स्टार्ट करो, फिर बाकी लोग करेंगे।
I want to initiate the topic. The topic is given to us as the Ayushman Bharat. Ayushman Bharat is the initiative launched by the government, and it is play a vital role for the India. And the scheme Ayushman Bharat aims to provide the affordable health care system to among the all citizenship. And in the initiative include the two companions health and
In the Ayushman
You know
Bharat
that India is the largest country in the population, and most of the population of India under the poverty. So the treatment of high level diseases is not affordable of poverty people. So it is very helpful for the poor people, and it is also helpful for who is not available to getting money for the treatment.
Yes, I am agree with you, my
and we
friend,
are
that when a person not able to treatment their any disease, so this yojna is also a very affordable for a person, and the eligibility criteria for attain the Ayushman card, there are the some criteria to fill the form, like and क्या यार
and Ayushman Bharat mission government make the Ayushman card for free, up to 5 lakh, 5 lakh, 5 lakh till, and to 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 cure in the government college, free, and and it helps also poor people who have not money to money to money to cure properly.
We all know in the medical, the expenses are very high. For example, if the poor people getting worse condition in the disease, they also have the proper money. In this case, sometimes they sell their field on their village area, so they can also take the proper cure for this. And also we know the life is very important for every person, so in this case the people are also sometimes take the loan from the other side and the banks. So for seeing this, the government also see this problem, and also they provide the some help from the government, because the we all know the health is wealth, and also every people want to have some facilities in the medical, and we seen in the very rich people also getting the proper health on the hospital. But now we seen the for this scheme Ayushman Bharat, the many the many poor people are also getting this scheme benefits, and are also enhance the health, and also it decrease the death ratio. और कुछ बोलेगा इसके बारे में? ये ज्यादा बड़े टॉपिक है नहीं, छोटे छोटे टॉपिक हैं तो।
तो मतलब इसमें सेम पॉइंट आ रहे हैं भाई।
हाँ, जब भी टॉपिक नॉर्म से आ जाता है ना तो उसमें थोड़ा दिक्कत होती है। अभी एक दो लोग बोल लो, फिर नेक्स्ट टॉपिक लास्ट करेंगे इसके बाद में, अग्निपथ स्कीम। और देखो मैंने स्टार्टअप इंडिया छोड़ दिया, नहीं कराया है, क्योंकि वो मेक इन इंडिया के पार्ट उसमें रिपीट हो जाते भी। और जो हमारा टॉपिक है आत्मनिर्भर भारत, उसमें भी टॉपिक रिपीट हो जाता है वो मेक इन इंडिया वाला। तो मेक इन इंडिया के जो पॉइंट है उसमें बोल सकते हैं, तो ये मैंने नहीं किया है। बाकी लास्ट में करेंगे अग्निपथ स्कीम, उसमें सबको पता है कि हम लोग सब लोग उसके मारे हैं, जो भी प्रॉब्लम सब कुछ है सब शेयर करेंगे, क्या एडवांटेज है क्या डिसएडवांटेज है। तो अभी इस पर बात कर लो पहले आयुष्मान के बारे में, 2-3 पॉइंट, फिर करते हैं आगे। प्रिंस तुमने नहीं बोला ज़्यादा कुछ, बोलो थोड़ा बहुत आयुष्मान के बारे में।
Okay, भैया मैं बोल रहा हूँ आयुष्मान भारत योजना is in the launch is 2018, and India also the main ambition of the Ayushman Bharat is related to the healthcare, and also the Ayushman Bharat is also there is a there is a lots of we talk about भैया कोई आइडिया नहीं आ रहा यार अभी तो।
ओके ठीक है, तो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक करते हैं हम लोग अग्निपथ के बारे में। ये वैसे इसमें ज़्यादा पॉइंट है नहीं आयुष्मान में, तो अभी डिस्कस कर लेते हैं अग्निपथ के बारे में। इसमें पॉइंट अच्छे अच्छे सबके मन में आएंगे, तो जल्दी जल्दी कर लेंगे, 12 बजे तक खत्म कर देंगे इसको हम लोग, तो 2 घंटे हम लोग हो जाएंगे प्रॉपर। तो 15 मिनट है इसमें, तुम्हें डिस्कस करना है अग्निपथ स्कीम के बारे में, कब आई थी, क्यों आई थी, कैसे आई थी, क्या एडवांटेज है क्या नहीं, सब डिस्कस करो, स्टार्ट करो।
So, dear friends, this topic is related to the Agnipath scheme. As we all know that this scheme is launched by our government. This scheme is launched by our defense Ministry of Defense in June 2020, June 2019.
I also had a point. The main motive of this scheme to reduce the burden of the employees on the defense. We see there are many soldiers who taking a premature retirement before their service by the 12 years. So the scheme is main motive to do a 4-year service, and the soldiers who want to leave this, they can leave, and remaining part was permanent.
Okay, dear friends, I'm totally agree with you. So, the main motive of the scheme to remove the poverty in our country and also remove the burden on the people regarding the government job. As we all know that the Agnipath scheme is related to the 4 years people, so that every type of people related to every home get opportunity to serve our country. Not only the men as well as also the women give the entry to related to the Agnipath scheme, and also our country, or I can say our defense sector also required a huge amount of the uh, use amount of the candidates, or I can say soldiers. So this scheme also provide a lot of soldiers in every type of field, so that the terrorism will also be reduced. This scheme.
And also, I want to add something here. Also, the main focus for the Agni scheme is government also remove their, and the pension is also the main motto for the our country. And also there is also the advantage of the disadvantage of the Agnipath scheme. There is also the disadvantage of the Agnipath scheme is a 4 year, and also there are lots of students who do not join, and also they do not want to join the armed forces, because the lots of people who is there is a lots of people who is also belonging in the rural area. He joined the armed forces, and the main advantage for the Agnipath scheme is 4 year, and also they also 4-year job and also take for the other type of exam like the someone who will go for the SSCGL and also go for the UPSC. And I think this is the good initiative at in my point of view. At
I also at a point we see the soldiers were retiring at the age of 22 and 23, and they also trained the using the weapons all the defense. So it by this also increase the crimes and violence in the society because they get a retirement and they have not a job, so they can also engage in the criminal activities.
I want to add a point here that the Agnipath scheme has both advantage and disadvantage also. And in the Agnipath scheme, where Agniveer also serve for a four year, and after the 4 year, 25% retain and 75% not. And when this scheme is launched, there are a lot of critical problem also created, but our government has no फर्क पड़ा मतलब फर्क नहीं पड़ा ना बिल्कुल.
Yes, dear friend, I'm totally agree with you. But after coming the Agnipath scheme, every type of people get the opportunity to serve the country. But as we all know that uh, the experience of the 4 years, every type of soldiers give a disciplined person as well as a person which is a person who is rude in his behavior. So after going on the defense sector, he will be converted into discipline, honesty, as well as a leadership person. So I can say it is very helpful for us, and also all the type of I can say all the type of habits which is including in the time of the 4 years is also habits also included in all the type of years, so that it makes every type of person is very disciplined, as well as uh, after coming into the years after coming in the into the years of the 4 year, so that he will also get a reservation like SC/ST, so that he can also another job opportunity to clear any other type of exam, so that it is also helpful for us.
I want to add a point here that not only India but also many countries where Agnipath type of Agnipath scheme has been launched, and the motive of this scheme is that the government provide the lots of opportunities to the back to the man, and also for the women.
I want to add one more point that in the ancient time, Navy will not give the entry to the women in the defense sector. But after coming the Agnipath scheme, Navy will also giving the opportunity in the defense sector, so that every type of women can be motivated in the defense sector, and also the women empowerment can also be increased regarding the Agnipath scheme.
In earlier time, the vacancy of Army and Air Force and Navy is very less, approximate 2000. But after Agnipath scheme, the vacancy of these forces has been increased, and there will be no effect of the recruitment in the Air Force. And the Sarkar and the government is giving approximate 10 lakh rupees to the officers which will retire from the Air Force, Army, Navy, and they can start their startup in any business. And the government is also giving him a certificate in any skilled diploma, etc.
also the disadvantage for the those type of people who join the Indian Army, because the Indian Army is the type of exam there is a less amount of knowledge and also depend on the physical exercise. And nowadays there are lot of exam who already based on the memory based exam. Say they feel difficult while cracking the next level exam.